The Brian Tracy Secret. Now, if you don't know who Brian Tracy is, Google him. He's a great motivational and success coach. Whatever title you want to give him. I've listened to quite a bit of his stuff over the years. He's helped me greatly. Some call him a motivational speaker, but I think he's. I wouldn't label him that way. Because I would put him in a much higher category than that. Brian, if you're ever watching. No, I respect Brian Tracy greatly. He's like me. He grew up in a blue-collar environment, and yet he always wanted more out of life, and he transcended it all and achieved some phenomenal success. So look him up. But here's one idea, though, that Brian Tracy gave me that has helped me more than any of the other ideas he's ever given me. In fact, it's one of my most important metaphors for life. Brian tells it in the story about how him and a couple of his friends, they crossed the Sahara Desert. If you ever get a chance to listen to that speech, it is amazing. And hey, reach out to me. I'll try to see if I can find you a copy of that speech. I know I've got the audio somewhere. I don't think Brian would mind. It's just on a one-on-one basis, but reach out to me at heytj.com, HEYTJ.com, or send me an email at tickets@heytj.com and ask me if I can find that Brian Tracy audio for you. But he tells a story about him and his friends. They were crossing the Sahara Desert. They were young, fresh out of college, didn't know anything, young and dumb. The Sahara Desert looked that small on their world map, but it turns out to be 500 miles. Turns out that many, many, many people have died trying to cross the Sahara Desert. They were too young and dumb to know it. But they talked about in the Sahara Desert, there's just these little barrels that are every 50 yards. They put these little barrels, and because of the curvature of the earth, as you're driving across the Sahara Desert, you can just make out the next barrel. And then when you get there, the next one pops into view because of the curvature of the earth. Brian tells the story in I've listened to that audio a million times. And I know I have it around here somewhere, so you can reach out to me. I'm looking for joint venture partners. And as a free gift, just tell me what you're looking for, so I know you watch this video. But here's the point now. It's taken me over 2.5 minutes to get there, but that's my nature. Brian talks about all they had to do is just to cross this 500-mile stretch of the harshest environment on earth where so many people have died trying to cross that desert. They just had to go one barrel at a time. And here is the quote that Brian said. And the first time he said it, I pulled the car over. That's where I'm listening to all my audio. I pulled the car over and I wrote it down, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And it goes like this. You ready? Okay. Thanks for watching this video, by the way. You go as far as you can see. And when you get there, you can see even further. Go as far as you can see, and when you can get there, and when you get there, you can see even further. Now, the context of Brian Tracy and his friends crossing one friend, I believe, he started out with a bunch of them, but there was only, in the end, there were just 2 of them. And they almost died along the way, and they had all these great adventures. It's an awesome speech. It really is. And I don't think Brian would mind if I give it to you. So, Brian, I'm just doing this. I'm helping to promote you here, so don't send your lawyers after me. But it's been a metaphor for my life. You go as far as you can see, whatever that means. Trying to figure, in this crazy entrepreneurial world that we live in, you're trying to figure out all these things. You got all these different projects. You got all these different problems, things that you're trying to figure out. Your ultimate solutions sometimes don't come for years. But that's okay. In the meantime, as long as you're serving your customer base, you can make money. I've talked about that in many of my videos. You can earn while you're learning. You can still make money. But then your biggest breakthroughs come as you just stay on the road, and ultimately your only job every day, your only real requirement is to try to just figure out something that you weren't able to figure out the day before. Try to just figure it out as you go. Cross the bridges when you get to them. Look for that next oil barrel in Brian's metaphor. You really need to hear that story. It's a great story. You need to hear it from Brian. But you don't have to figure everything out. Confusion and frustration are a normal part of the entrepreneurial life. Nothing you can do about it. We're always trying to figure things out, but the key is you're just figuring out a little bit as you go along. Now, you don't come up with your biggest breakthroughs every day, but if you look for your biggest breakthroughs and you keep searching for answers and train yourself to keep searching for answers, I have a lot of different projects, or I like to have 4 or 5 of them. I'm doing all at the same time. I always got 4 or 5 projects. And each one is important to me. Each one's in various stages of done and undone and development. And I'm trying to set really tight deadlines sometimes too, where nothing ever gets done. But I came up with an idea this morning. That's why I decided to shoot this video. I came up with an idea this morning. And I wonder, where was that idea yesterday? Where was it? It's a brilliant idea. It's something I'm thinking, and it's so obvious what I need to do because of a certain project I have that I won't bore you with the details on, but it's a project I've been working on off and on now for 10 years. Something I've already spent a lot of time and money and effort and energy into, and I just came up with what I think is a really cool idea that I think is going to go, it's going to be, the market's going to receive it very well. And yet, and it's simple. It's so simple that the simplicity is in the brilliance is in its simplicity. But where was that idea yesterday? Where was that idea last week or last month or 2, 3 years ago? I don't know. That doesn't matter. The point is, you keep moving forward. You keep moving in the direction of your dreams. You keep going as far as you can see. And when you get there, you can see even farther. So just write that down. Let it be a metaphor for your life like it has for my life. Think about it. I hope you benefited from this video. I will send you that audio. I'll look for it. I promise I'll look for it. I think I kind of know where it is. I'll have to have somebody help me send it in a digital. And then please just only share it with a few of your friends. It is copyrighted materials, and I don't have permission from Brian to do this. So I'm just doing this because I'm looking for good joint venture partners. If you're looking for a way to make more money, I think I can help you. I think I might be able to have something that can make both of us a lot of money. I'm working on some projects that are very exciting, things that I believe are going to generate millions of dollars, but that's no guarantee that it will. But just reach out to me. See what I'm doing. No cost, no obligation. Go to heytj.com, HEYTJ.com, or send me an email at tickets@heytj.com, and just ask me what I'm doing, and I'll send you the materials. And if digitally, and if it's perfect for you, we can move forward. If not, that's okay too. At least you checked it out. And if you're interested in this great Brian Tracy speech, I will also try to find it for you, and I'll send it to you, and you can be like me and you can listen to it over and over again. I think you'll enjoy it. So that's it for now. Hope you benefited from this video. Hope to hear from you. Bye for now.